Ever get tripped up by the 9's times table? I mean, it can be a little tricky. Well, what if I told you there's a simple, almost magical way to solve any multiplication by 9 in just a couple of seconds? Let's dive in.
First, we're going to start with what looks like a little bit of math magic. So for a moment, just forget everything you know about long multiplication and just watch.
All right, here's a quick challenge for you. How fast can you solve 9 times 64 in your head? Go ahead, give it a shot. It's kind of tricky, right? You probably have to carry a few numbers, do a couple of steps. It takes a second.
Okay, pencils down. The answer is 576. And I figured that out in about 2 seconds with no calculator. So how in the world did I do that? Let's unlock that secret.
And listen, this has absolutely nothing to do with being some kind of math genius. It's all about a clever shortcut, a really simple shift in how you look at the problem that makes it incredibly easy.
So, ready to pull back the curtain? The secret isn't magic at all. It's actually this beautifully simple idea that I like to call 10 minus 1. Here's the core idea. Instead of multiplying by 9, which can be kind of awkward, we're going to use the number 10, our best friend in math, and then just make one tiny little adjustment at the end.
I mean, at its heart, the number 9 is literally just 1 less than 10. And once you really let that simple fact sink in, you've basically mastered the entire trick. That's it.
All right, so that's the theory, but how do we actually put this into practice?
Well, let's break it down into 3 super simple, repeatable steps.
We'll start with an old classic, 9 times 8. Now, you probably already know the answer, which is actually perfect because it lets us focus completely on the method itself, not on getting the right answer.
Okay, it's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, take our number, which is 8, and multiply it by 10. That's super easy, it's 80. Step 2, now just subtract the original number, which was 8, from that result. So we do 80 minus 8. And that brings us to step 3, our answer, 72. Simple, clean, and way faster.
Pretty neat, right? Now that we have the tool and you see how it works, let's circle back and absolutely crush that original problem we started with. Okay, here it is again, 9 times 64. But this time, I bet it doesn't look quite so intimidating. You know the method, you've got this.
Let's apply our steps. Step 1, 64 times 10, well, that's just 640. Easy. Step 2, now we just subtract the original number, 64, from 640. A quick little mental calculation and bam, the answer is 576. Exactly what we got at the start. See, no complex multiplication, just a little bit of subtraction. And there you have it. This isn't just some silly party trick. It's a genuine mental math tool that you can now pull out of your toolkit anytime you need it.
I mean, let's just take a second to appreciate how awesome this is. Look at the traditional method on the left, with all its carrying and multiple lines. And then look at our method, 640 minus 64. It is so much cleaner, so much faster, and honestly, it's much harder to make a mistake.
And this is the real takeaway here. Learning shortcuts like this, it does more than just help you solve a problem faster. It actually changes how you see numbers, and it builds your confidence to tackle math with a much more creative mindset.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you know you can reframe a problem to make it way easier, what other challenges, in math or maybe anywhere else, could be simplified just by looking at them from a slightly different angle?